this next game, all right. I was really surprised when you brought this up because I messaged you earlier to prep my screenshots. I
Yeah.
was like, "What other game you're playing?" And you're like, "Batman Chronicles." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Okay, you
Okay.
need to just tell me about this right now.
All right. So, a year or so, or if not more ago, I played the Conan game by Monolith, and it was fine. Uh, it was
It was a
overcomplicated. It
game.
was a game, and I get it. Like the people are really into it. I could totally see it, but it was just so convoluted for me. And we played 4 players, so it's just like I don't know. It was a lot. It was fine. Derek brought it over, and so I'm glad we got to play it.
Derek.
Derek, my boy, Derek, and I'd honestly play it again. Now that being said, the theme with Conan did not get me at all. However, the theme with Batman, oh yeah, I'll take that theme
Me
all
too.
day.
Me
Oh
too. Well,
yeah,
look at this. Look at this. Look at Batman punching a thug right in the face. Bam.
boom, boom.
Boom.
Okay. That being said, this game is also fine. Okay, so here's the thing.
This is disappointing, by the way, to me.
No, it's a good game. It's a great game, I'll say. It's a good game. Ah, man, I just bounced back and forth between those two, didn't I? Okay, I'll talk about it first, and then I'll talk about my feelings about this game. This game is actually a pretty straightforward game, and I'm going to contradict that like crazy here coming up. But after you get started, it really is just moving around and punching people and trying to achieve objectives, okay? And this is your classic action-based game where you're moving and you're using your gadgets and you're punching people and trying to... It's not killing, it's called...
Knocking out.
No, it's called... Oh, man, there's
Disarming.
a word for it. No, it's something ridiculous like it's not killing. Anyway, because Batman doesn't kill people, right?
He does in the new movies.
He does. That's super true. But the hard time I have with this game is that there are so many little icons, and they each do different things, and it's hard to remember them. Now, after a couple rounds, you're only playing with one character, so it's easy to start picking up on them, but it's going to be overwhelming to like play it again. I don't know. It's just not enough to grab me for the hour and a half it took to play, even if that. I mean, I was about to back this game just because I love the theme, and I liked Conan enough, and I feel like this is like a revised version of Conan, like the mechanics. I feel like this is not as convoluted as Conan was. And with Batman, I would totally play Batman again, but I think I would stick to 2 players. We played a 3-player scenario. Derek was Scarecrow, and me and my buddy John were Batman. He was Batman, and I was Nightwing. Is that a guy? Yeah, that's a guy. Yeah.
Is that a man?
That is a person.
Incapacitate.
Thank you.
That's not a weird word.
No, it's not a weird word, but it's not killed. It's not one that I could think of off the top of my head.
Thank
but
you,
it
Gaxio.
was, there you go. And it was fun. Nightbird Man. That's it. Actually,
was there a Dayman?
Daybird Man. Okay, so it was fun. The figures are amazing. They put great work into their production. The rule book is garbage. Luckily,
sucks.
the crowd at Board Game Geek has created great player aids that we all had, and so if there was an icon, we could look it up. But really, after the first couple of turns, you don't need to look up the icons anymore. So it's a problem at the beginning, but as you start playing, it's not really that big of a deal. They do something really clever for line of sight, since there are different tiers of elevation on the board, like your main level, then you can go up and down. There are letters by a little icon, and if there are letters that match, that means those sites can see each other. So one space on the left of the board could have like a G, and on the completely other side, since it's the same elevation, that would also have a G. And so you know that if you're in one spot, you can totally see the other spot because they're the same elevation and there's nothing obstructing the view. I thought that was super clever. So it'd be fun if I wanted to invest a lot of time into playing that game. I think it would be fun. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I just enjoy those games as much anymore.
You seem like you will become incapacitated yourself.
I have
in mental anguish.
Mental incapacitation. I would play it again. I'm glad I didn't back it. I'm glad I live by someone who has backed it and that he comes to game night regularly because I would play it again, but I wouldn't ask to play it.
What did
I
he
think,
think? What did Derek think about it?
oh, he liked it. I think it's his kind of game more than me these days,
Really?
which is great. Yeah, which is fine because it's fun to play, but it's not the type of game we play all the time. Uh, I think we have a good variety. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Do we have a good variety?
Oh my god.
Man, raise your hand if you can't make any choices today. That's me. I
This
can't make any
this
firm choices.
Oh, I can't even. I just, never mind.
No,
I was
it's
trying to
fine.
like
We do
point
pretty
over.
good.
Oh, it's this way. I was like, this guy.
No, I mean, we've played. We started a Rise of Fenris campaign, and we played Batman recently, and we played Escape Plan, and we played other things. I think that's good variety. Anyway, I just don't dig these kind of games as much as I used to. I don't know. Well, would you play this game?
Yes.
Would you think you would enjoy it?
So, okay. Here's a question I want to ask you. Did it make you feel like you were playing Batman? Because that's what Conan, I think that was what made Conan good, which is weird because now, you have me doing it now too, you son of a gun. So people liked Conan, and I know they made like a second printing for it. Yeah. And then I remember seeing reviews that made it seem like as you were playing the game, it played out this story about like how you like kicked down a door and you were Conan and you like beat up some dudes, and like it was very cinematic, right?
Yes.
And I could never get behind just the theme of Conan. Like it sounded really cool to me. Like you had this gem system and what have you. And I just couldn't pull the trigger even when it was like down to like 60, 75% off, right? Mm-hmm. You could get this game on the cheap. Yeah. It was so crazy. I remember seeing it during holiday season for like $40, which is nuts. That's nuts. Then Batman came out, and man, I don't even know how much it was anymore. Do you know how much it was for a pledge?
I think base pledge was like $120.
Okay, which doesn't seem. I remember when the game was announced on Kickstarter, and I remember being balked at the price.
And I wonder if that was the all-in price. I don't remember. Okay, but
look it up.
I will. But here's the thing. This game totally makes you feel like Batman. I could totally see that.
Okay, good.
Or Nightbird Man. No, it's true. Like, it was extremely cinematic. Like, the scenario we played, Scarecrow was about to release his toxins in the city, and we had to stop him. But the bad guys could open the vents so the toxins are coming in, which makes our job harder. Yep. And we could go and either beat the code out of Scarecrow himself, or go hack these computers to do it.
Okay.
I'm playing a Spotify playlist of all the Batman soundtracks in the background, and so like you totally get this cinematic feel to it, and it totally does that. And that's probably where this game shines, and why I would play it again, and why I would play it at 2 players. I would be Batman, the other person would be Joker. I would be Nightbird Man, the other person would be Batcow. I don't know, but like you could play, like there's a lot of content here, right? And I think it does that super well.
Hold on, is this a 1v minigame?
It can be. I think each scenario is different. So we played a 1v2. I think you can play up to 4 players. That's the thing. Like, I have a bunch of those games already that I would love to play more.
Right.
Than this. Like the others, I love the others. That's a great game. I think I would play that over Batman. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Gosh dang it. Why can't I decide anything? What is wrong with me?
I know what the title of this podcast episode is going to be. Indecision.
Indecision 2019. It does make you feel like Batman. And if I played it again, it would have to be at 2 players.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, Derek? That's where we'll play the next 2-player game.
So to answer your question, I would play it based upon that it does make you feel like Batman, but I would agree with you. Like, I am not a fan of 1v minigames. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I wanted to have it be fully cooperative. I want there to be something AI driven that we work together to do. And the thing is that the idea of I don't know what thing he got, like what pledge he got, but when I look at like the game being in 2 boxes, that to me gives me like weird anxiety.
Oh, I see. Yes, it is
just
two
because of
boxes,
like just component.
I think that pledge was 150, and then he got a couple expansions.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
So
Oh, I
that
guess I can look
just
that up.
gives me like anxiety to go looking through like all the model. Like Rising Sun gives me a little bit of that component anxiety where you're looking through all of it and it's like, okay, I'm now going to either need some sort of sheet to tell me how to put these miniatures back in, or I have to label them, or I'm missing something completely wrong that like, has these things already done. But
okay,
I don't
but
know.
think how smooth Rising Sun plays with all those components.
To be honest with you, man, I don't even remember how that game plays.
Really? Play that game again. It is so good.
I don't even know.
I love that game. That's one of the games that I regret not getting the expansion on Kickstarter. Did you get the expansion on Kickstarter?
Rising Sun?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because they had exclusives with that.
I'm sorry. I was fixing my alert boxy
It's
thing,
fine.
which is now
It's
lasting
fine.
like way too long, thumping like a heart in the middle of our thing. Stop it. You're done.
Funny.
You've already made your case. But yeah, I want to play it. I can't see myself buying it. I want to play it with people.
Mm-hmm.
Component anxiety. That's a thing now. Hashtag component anxiety.
I like that you actually have something showing when people follow us. That's really cute.
Yeah, for some reason though, it will not go away.
It's fine. We really want people to know.
We really want No Coin Flip Show is now following forever.
And now all 3 people will know. Anyway, Batman Chronicles. Try it if you're a Batman fan and you like those action-y type of games. This game is totally up your alley. I would say it's worth the investment of slogging through a terrible rule book and then realizing you just have to go get cheat sheets from Board Game Geek and use those, because it really does flow well after the first couple of turns.
Good.
So that is Batman Chronicles, Batman Gotham City Chronicles by Monolith. Oh, and it was designed by Frédéric Henry. That was my French accent. How was that?
It was great.
Thank you. And published by Monolith. Honestly, they do good stuff. I'm interested to see where they go from here. I don't know what IPs they'll work with.